Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, educators across the nation to Google Classroom 101. My name is Wayne Lawson. I'm going to walk you through a tutorial on how to use Google Classroom. What a phenomenal tool that Google has come up with. The most important thing before we get started today, you have to have an EDU account to get into Google Classroom. So the first thing that you want to do is go ahead and locate your EDU account. Then we'll go ahead and type in Google. Easiest way to navigate to Google Classroom is just go into Google, in my humble opinion. And I like to type in just Google Classroom. As you can see, it's popped up. Go ahead and just click on Google Classroom. And again, Google asks you to authenticate or to sign in with your EDU account right here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through for the first time. So I'm going to go ahead and use my generic account. Now I'll be signing in for the first time, so I might have to walk through some new features. Accept and continue my account. And there we go. As you can see, when you first log into Classroom, okay, you'll have your name and your EDU extension for the domain, which mine is at bobmillerms.com. And then I'll go ahead and if you're a teacher, you obviously want to click on the teacher button. So go ahead and click on teacher to set up your classroom. Once you click on this, it'll allow you to set up your first class for the very first time. So if you can see up here in the top corner, the right-hand corner where this plus symbol is, it says create your first class. So let's go ahead and take the plunge and click on that and create our class. Now, for training purposes, I'm just going to go ahead and set up some generic classes. So my first class will be generic class 1. And then your section, obviously you can put in your period or what section this might be. I'm going to go ahead and put in a period, as in period 1, and hit create. Now Google will go ahead and generate your first class, and we'll step into Google Classroom for the very first time. Now, my advice to teachers is always to stop right here at this point, because what I advise is always to go in and create all of your classes before we start getting into all the features and functionality within Google Classroom. So what I always have my teachers do is come up here, you'll see these 3 lines, click on them, and then what you're going to do is click on Home. Now, what Home will do is take you to what's called the dashboard, or an area where you can see all of your classrooms. Now, as you can see, I only have 1 period set up. And so if I want to set up more periods or add more classes, what you want to do right now is go ahead and add those other classes that you teach. So this plus symbol up here in the right-hand corner, if you click on it, you can create another class. So I'm going to go ahead and create my next class. Let's say generic class 2. Now obviously this could be any class, math class, period, and then create. Now as you can see, Google has created a new class, but again, I always advise come up here, go back to your home. As you can see on your dashboard, now you have 2 classes, your generic class 1 and generic class 2, period 1 and period 2. And at this point in the tutorial, what I advise is go ahead and set up all of your classes. Then we'll drop into all the features and functionality within Google Classroom.